100% randomizer right now. Let's go.
Yep, and we are. Shortcut again is this way. We don't want shortcuts.
No shortcuts, none of that mess.
Oh.
You know, I wanted to be trolly. Don't start out like that.
Nah, see, it's just setting him up for the troll. That's what it's going to be, right?
Oh, that's what it is.
The false sense of security.
Yeah, man. So gloves are already in play. But we'll see how this and see what we're going to start with. What is our uncle going to give us to start this particular race with?
I mean, if the seed wants to be really nice, it would be a hammer.
No hammer, please.
That's not a hammer.
Wow, that's a pretty weak starting item, I must say. I mean, it's something, it kills, but yeah.
Yeah, that magic usage is pretty intense on it.
You know what? Now you can stop this mess now.
Okay, now I'm glad they didn't get the hammer, because if they would have got the hammer there, this would just be ridiculous at this point.
Jeez, man. I swear, man, all this early boat nonsense. What is this? Is there like a version 29.5 of the randomizer or what? Because it's happening too much.
Yeah, they snuck it in. We had a really quick map check. I saw a pendant up on Hera. I didn't catch Desert, and believe Eastern was a crystal. I just don't know if it was a 5/6 crystal.
Yeah, that was a really fast one.
Looks like our tracker caught it, though. Looks like it was another pendant, not the green pendant, though, and Eastern was not a 5/6.
Mm-hmm. All right, so a little bit more work for our players. Going to be in Darker a little bit later.
Get that heart container, and while we're kind of going to the next chest, everything, since the tracker got us on that really quick map check, big shout out to Merc249 for doing tracking for us tonight.
That's right, unheard of heroes, man. They're the ones doing the hard work for us.
Yeah, they make us look good and make us think like we know what we're talking about all the time.
Yeah, just like those sports commentators, all I do is read that doggone teleprompter and wow, you're amazing. Hey, that doggone king is getting a workout here.
Yeah, we just got 10 arrows in the second chest, so we'll see what's in Zelda's chest next.
Hashtag things in Zelda's chest. Still don't have any bombs yet.
Now that's the one bad thing about Cane of Burn. It's because of that magic usage. It's really hard to farm for bombs until you really get to the sewers, because then you can, farm the rats really quick.
Mm-hmm. So it's going with the nice, safe double pot strats here, and of course another heart up to 5 hearts already.
Yeah, nice healthy seed. Luckily, they do have gloves, so even if both of them miss those chests in the back, it's really easy to get back to them.
Yep, no problem there. Alrighty, so as we make our way to the other side here, what do you think, man? I can't think we're gonna get anything else too good. It's just, I mean, bow and glove and our blue cane. So their hype should be gone for now. Because it would be nice to get a little spare change, though.
Yeah, I've been given a bunch of hearts, but really the only money we've actually seen was that 20 drop off one of those first guards in Uncle's escape.
Mm-hmm. Jet didn't even get that one, so he's sitting there just 1 cent. Oh, it's time-consuming walk, I tell you.
We're going to be on our way to the back of escape here. The next chest is guaranteed to be a small key, though, so.
Yeah, indeed it is. These players are just about in sync here.
Yeah, Jet really only like a second or so behind right now to escape. They both had a really quick escape, though.
All right, now it's time to get some bombs here on these snakes.
Jeez. Well, Yagamoth got one. He got an 8 bomb drop, it looks like, off something.
Sure did. There it is. Yeah, that.
Yep, okay.
Yep, so they're both good now. No problems now for a while.
Yeah, if you're going to see a bomb drop, the 8 bomb drop is definitely the most welcome one to see early, because then you've got all your bombs for Kakariko early.
All right. So as we head up here to see what we're going to have. We're going to have in that lovely dark room here. Let's come out of that dark room, go in the side of escape. 3 chests here. I'm calling 3 garbage chests, personally.
Oh, you would be correct then.
Yeah, I mean, +5 arrow and bomb capacity, you know, it's nice. But,
Nice to see, but you're not happy if you see him either.
yeah. Alrighty, so we are just about through here, about to hit that sanctuary up for our last chest, and then the fun begins.
Got the Bombos medallion.
Alright, that's pretty cool. Because we don't know how much you said we'll have for now. But all in due time, Yagamoth getting his first map check. So let's see. We see a lot of sometimes players, we see them just kind of skip checking up here on Lumberjack. Some people do it early, some people do it now. But that's cool.
All the money's hidden in the trees, apparently.
And not a fan of signs, Jet is just botting it, the enemy. Yeah. Well, the urge to do AGA 1 is not there yet, if at all.
Yeah, and sadly, if you're a fan of the Blue Boomerang, probably not going to see it this game.
Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, let's keep on going here, going through the forest, and well. Jet doubles backs on that one. Say, wait a minute now.
I think you might need that to finish the seed.
You know, and man, I mean, you know, these guys might be coming up with some new strats. I don't know. Maybe there's some new Orbitus route. I don't know. You know, the way players find things in video games these days, especially when they're, you know, about 20 plus years old, it wouldn't even shock me anymore, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, definitely. So looks like Tier 1 tree pull's just some small magic.
It might be nice to have as much as I've been using that cane, I tell you that.
Yeah, because other than Cane of Burna, we've just got bombs and bow for our current weapons.
Mm-hmm. So our early checks continue as they head into into our town here. But well, all the usuals here. A nice comfy part of the run. Not much deviation.
Well, there's all our rupees. A fairy in a bottle.
Always nice to get that ball, so you don't have to worry about dealing with sick kid later on.
Yep, get him out of the way early.
Wow, even more money.
You know, maybe they'd be kind and just give sick kid the fairy to heal him up too, but you know.
Yeah. There we go. Bottles in it, no problem. Bombs, no problem. Everything's nice and comfy right now.
Got 20 more rupees in the well. I think that's our first heart piece, actually.
Yeah, I had 2 full heart containers earlier. Of course, there's our first sword of the match.
Alright, now we've got the sword, so now you don't have to worry so much about killing things.
Yep. Bottle vendor really overpriced with that 5-euro upgrade. All right, more house destruction.
Another piece of heart and chicken hut.
Yeah, so Minnesota's nice here. Of course, right now we have that. What do we have? That crystal over there on Eastern. So,
Yeah, and having the early bow, I think that's something they'll think about doing maybe earlier than typical, just because I'm fairly certain both these racers are more than comfortable going through that dark room.
well, I'm getting that money back up in case we make a trip to Zora.
Yeah, don't need too much more money for Zora.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Will we be stuck with the boots? Oh.
Somebody left their lunch money in the library.
Yeah, poor Big 20 left there to just rot because no one's going to be back in that building anytime soon. Yagamoth is going to get it anyway, maybe. And, well, not going to get that third heart piece so far. And so, Jet's going to have a little advantage, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, and speaking of the early plays, typically you see most runners go down to South Hyrule here and check Lake Hylia, but Jet's heading to Eastern immediately.
Yeah, I'm not wasting any time here. Really, can't really down him on this play. Make that gamble here. Only thing holding him back is a little light, but these players at this level, come on, what's the dark room in Eastern? Even I can do that.
Yeah, especially Dark Rooms, Eastern's usually one of those first ones you learn.
Yeah, so just going to get a nice, well, we got an interesting array of items there.
Yeah, got another heart container, we've got the blue mail and the mushroom.
So as Jet goes on to Eastern, Yaga's going to take care of a little swamp area, probably head over to Mini Moldorm after this. So a little deviation of items so far. Not too life-threatening, of course. Well, that is a deviation of items there.
Yeah,
nice soggy hammer down there.
Yeah, and that is Dark World access.
Yeah, sure. Man, oh man, oh man. So, Jet, I tell you. Of course, it's another one to the quite early Dark World. What do you do? Do you go right now, or do you try to go ahead and take care of Eastern first?
I would almost think that you would go take care of Eastern, because the only time you'd route it better is if you have the mirror when you head to the pod area, but you have no guarantee that mirror might not even be needed this seed as far as we're aware.
Yeah, definitely nice to have that hammer, because other words getting Dark World caught. Not having hammer for Dark World, that's just going to be very, very frustrating. Limiting your portal usage pretty heavily. So, well, Yagamoth is going to get another. Wow, he's going to get a Master Sword and a hammer out of this different route.
Yeah, definitely right now the right choices. Haven't found anything really important out of Eastern. Have that mushroom, we'll see what it's worth later, I'm sure. But, oh, Yagamoth does take a death, unfortunately. Or he's got the fairy, though, so it's alright.
Yeah, that's just a little RNG manipulation. It's all good. Watch out there. Doesn't have that blue mail that Jet just got, so those crabs, 2 hearts, not cool.
Yeah, for a light world enemy, they hit like trucks. They're no joke at all.
So there is a triple bomb there for Jet here. Of course, she's going to go ahead and obviously step out of logic here. Clear this out, but of course we don't have that big key, so we continue on.
Yep, big key is going to be in its vanilla location.
Speaking of vanilla ice rock, kind of vanilla-ish in color, but just 10 arrow upgrade, and we'll probably be tagging behind right now.
Yeah, and I think Yagamoth, you'll see where he goes, but nope, I was going to say maybe the early Dark World play since he didn't fake Flipper.
Yeah, it's not going to, well, let's see, well, wait a minute.
I'm not sure what he was actually trying to do there.
Maybe he was a little dirty. I don't just brush himself off.
Yeah, I guess he did fall in the grass and everything when he died, so.
I'm not too familiar with that technique. Let me go read a wiki because I don't know what was going on right there. I think he might have been checking the island though by jumping in.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I was wondering because I tell you what, it's interesting because I've actually seen that question asked by a lot of new players. Like, well, how come sometimes like they use some of the trackers and they see it as yellow, meaning they can see it? Like, how can they see it if they can't swim to it? It's like that's the way you get a peek at it. So I guess Jet's going to continue through here. Main thing is you got 4 of those little swirling enemies. Of course, 2 of the green monsters, and of course he's going to get the money down the right side. Take care of his Zora issues.
Yep, probably thinking about Zora doesn't have quite the money. He'll end up getting it when he checks Lake Hylia, but doesn't hurt to have some extra money.
Yep. So he's going to pick up that rock and go for that pot, should I say, upper left door, and he's up there, so he's down with that dark stuff. Easy stuff, right?
Yeah, who needs a lamp, right?
At this level. In fact, let's just go ahead and take it out the randomization pool. Who needs it anyway? Of course, his aim is a little off here. Wow, boy. What is this? It's like Shaq shooting free throws here. What's going on? Nevertheless, got him down.
Now it's time for the Armos Knights.
Yeah. So here we go. If it was a good item, of course, this would be outside of logic, but let's get our first early crystal. And well, okay.
That could be, I mean, both of them are going to get it, but that might be important later.
Yeah. So, of course, 2 of the 3 medallions already. So, in the event that we need to take care of maybe Meyer, if we find Flute and another glove, hey, maybe we already have it done. So, Jet's done with that. He'll probably traverse the route Yagamoth went earlier and take care of the southern area. I expect Yagamoth to honestly follow behind his footsteps and get the same crystal.
He's going to get the crystal. After that, I could see Jet fake flippering after this because he already did this.
Yeah.
And Yagamoth, on the other hand, he might just not fake flippering. He might just go right to Darkfold after this.
Yeah, they've got the money to take care of everything up there. Just get it out the way. You know, only thing that Quinn have to worry about anytime soon will be, you know, catfish, and that's about it. Yeah, those early medallions don't have a tendency to show up, but you never know, man. I mean, I tell you quite often from a lot of seeds I've seen, I've been seeing a lot of bombos. A lot of bombos have been the medallions lately. I don't know about you, man, but bombos is getting a lot of playtime.
Yeah, I've been seeing bombos a lot too myself, actually.
So Jet's gonna pick up his nice soggy hammer as well. I'm gonna pick up a little stuff here, and you'll be headed to our dark room. Again, this upcoming dark room, I think the Yagamoth's going through is probably the more challenging one of them because you have a lot of enemies, and of course those eye monsters. What are those things called? The name actually slipped my mind right now.
Igors, I believe.
Igor. Dude, I didn't want to be embarrassed by saying it wrong. But anyway, you know, you got 2 of them up there, so if you get a little too close, those things can stampede you very, very quickly. The right one having the key.
Yeah, not just finding them, but then making sure that you can kill them before they get to you. Because once they get to you, it's pretty much you need to reset the room at that point, typically.
Yeah, so that health can deplete very quickly, and it looks like he hasn't killed the one he needs yet. And there you go. Oh boy, that heart.
Nope, that was not the one he needed to kill. The other one is hanging around somewhere.
And he's gonna get that. Finally, he gets it up there. Make sure we have any enemies. Gonna have to. Of course, right now I think the enemy is still alive. And oh boy,
I think he got him. He got it.
Oh boy.
Just has to be.
They want to lose time there, man. That's not the longest one, but I need a couple of minutes to get back to that point again.
Yeah, and when you know you're going up against a runner like Jet, it's like a couple minutes easily.
Yeah.
It's going to make you feel behind at that point.
Yeah, no room for error there. All right. So Jet is walking back, and looks like it's probably going to have a fake flipper coming in now, just like we talked about.
Yeah, and I think it's a good play. You've got the money. If you didn't have the money for Zora, then maybe not. But having the money for Zora at this point, you might as well.
Yeah, especially when you kind of intentionally farm a little money up there inside of Eastern. So it's not going to be natural play.
All right, Yagamoth takes down the Almost Knights, gets his Ether Coin and his first crystal.
Nobody is playing by the logic today, I tell you that. And in order to beat some of these players, you may as well take logic and throw it out the window, man. You cannot be timid when it comes to these dark rooms or fake flippering or, even some of these, fake powder strats, man. It's all in the, permissibility of the categories. So,
yeah, have to know your glitches. Still have to know the logic. That way, kind of gives you that hint where, if you find a major item behind a logic break that maybe you can't find something elsewhere, which helps your search for something. But Yagamoth, he is heading to the Dark World. We'll get our map check. We've got Green Pennant is on Turtle Rock, and then 5 on Pod, and 6 was in Ice Palace.
Yep. Interesting. So again, a very, very crystal-rich Dark World this seed.
That unfortunate chance that happens when you're using the water walking. If you get that piece of heart, then it kind of cancels the water walking. You have to go back in.
Not joyous. So here we go. Zora. Will we have a life lesson or what? What do you think?
I think we are going to have a life lesson.
Found in just a few moments here. Of course, I think that was just a big 20 over there on the ledge there. So of course, Yagamoth with us already having quite a bit of stuff here. And, big key there. Interesting.
All right, well, we got a love lesson.
Love lesson. $500 for a heart. I can deal with it. So we got the hammer in play. We've already got the bow and all that good stuff. So, really, this is fully clearable.
Yeah, a lot of items out of logic because a lot of them are behind dark rooms, but it's just something you can full clear the dungeon. If you can do the dark rooms, you might as well.
Yeah, and of course, this is probably not the easiest dark rooms. You already got the maze on the left side. Of course, down below can be a little treacherous as well. But, things you gotta do to win races, and again, Yagamoth trying to take this 2-0 with Jet here.
Yep, so we're gonna get a little bit of difference in the routes. Jet's heading over to Village of Outcasts.
So he's gonna take that dark roll access. Because one thing you gotta remember when you're playing out of logic, again, especially for the newer runners, you gotta keep in mind about what items you get outside of logic. To try to, as you said earlier, how you're going to play it forward, knowing that, okay, if I got this outside logic, this item may not have been there, for instance, or it couldn't have been obtained in the first place. So a lot of stuff that's going on that these guys are already keeping track of because they know this stuff. They've been doing this for quite a bit, obviously, and their skills obviously mimic that and how far they've gotten the tournament for sure.
But Jet is going to dive into Skull Woods. You won't be able to complete unless we find the fire rod here. But 2 items.
It'll be there, right? It's going to pull a Turtle Rock on us, and we're going to be going to Turtle Rock looking for Ice Rod. Of course it'll be there, so. But they're not going to find it soon because we got to go downstairs.
Oh, we've got Samaria.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I mean, we were just talking about Turtle Rock, right?
It was destiny.
Alright, so I think we found one of the items so far in Skull Woods. I believe. I could be wrong there. And the room Jet is in is going to be a little bit quicker for Yagamoth when he has to come here, if he's looking for an item, because he's got that cane of Samaria now. Alright, we got a piece of heart in the room.
Oh, more hearts. So this is not looking too good for Jet right now.
And Yagamoth's going to try the hammer yump one more time.
These NMG strats here.
Alright, he gets the hammer yump there. I know he's probably trying to save that key so he doesn't have to go get it elsewhere.
Yeah. All these speed strats, I tell you.
Gonna have to be careful though, down to half a heart, and the monsters in here will guarantee do a heart of damage. It looks like he ended up getting a piece of heart, which gave him a full health refill, so that was maybe not what he was hoping for, because he might have been trying for a death warp.
Yeah, this room here is now players can actually have a map out, you know, for guidance on there, but that room is, I'm not a fan of that dark room, but I tell you that.
Yeah, I know myself, if I have to run through it, my first reaction as soon as I walk into the room is, okay, time to go get a map.
You know? Definitely probably one of the more challenging ones across dark rooms in the map. Unless you feel like bowling, like doing, I don't know, maybe you want to do a certain tower in the dark, you know, do Yagamoth in the dark. I've seen a couple people do that one. Not my fan of it though, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I've done that once in the dark because I thought it was required, and then when I learned you don't need it to go in there except if you have the lamp, I'm like, never again. We'll never
again,
do this again.
He said bump that. Oh boy. Oh boy. So of course inside of Thieves Town, we've got 4 items to find. Again, for those who are new to the randomizer, basically anything except a map, a compass, or a key will count towards those items, those unique items that you can find inside of the different dungeons and whatnot. So that's what they're looking to find. Of course, obviously trying to find items that can progress them throughout the game.
Yeah, and I think we got 2 items. So we got the small key and the big key at the very least. I don't know if we saw another dungeon item.
Yeah, I'm curious as to what our go item will be this time. Trying to think about what we have so far. Things we're still looking for. Obviously, we need some rods here, fire and ice.
Oh, might not even need ice rod because Turtle Rock's that green pendant, but we're
We're gonna need it, I promise you. No.
I mean, hey, we could.
I'm thinking positive as if there's gonna be some essential item on Trinex, honestly. But of course we need it for Skullwoods anyway. Ice Rod is our friend. It's always neglected, you know. Only time you really care about it is if you need to do Turtle Rock anyway.
Which I almost want to say Ice Rod is going to be needed because something will be on Trinex, because typically when Turtle Rock is a pendant, you find the Ice Rod nice and early. And we haven't found the Ice Rod yet.
Yeah. This rod is MIA.
Oh, Yagamoth actually pulled the medallions, I think, out for the turtles, potentially.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. Kind of forget about that sometimes.
Yeah, still have to flip them first, but once you flip them, and then they're vulnerable to pretty much any weapon.
Indeed they are. So Yagamoth, of course, doing those dark rooms, doing all those turtle rooms, no problem here. And here we are. When our helmets are boss.
Yep, 17 cracks to that mask with the hammer. And we're going to get some arrow strats.
We're going to stand still here.
Oh, we've got some literacy in Thieves Town. Blind was sitting there reading a book, chilling in her jail cell.
Well, this passes the time about, right?
I mean, at least they're humane to give her something to do back there.
Yeah. She can just watch the enemies marching back and forth in front of her cell. That's about it. So Jet looking for that last item. Looks like it's going to be on Blind here. Chat's hoping for a pedestal hook shot, eh?
That's pretty mean.
I guess it'd be seeing just something simple like couch cash. So I can understand the desire for something like that. I hear you.
Yeah, I mean, I understand why they want it. They didn't get their Egg of One dream, so now it's to the pedestal.
All right, so 3 more hits on Blind, 9 hits regardless of sword level or any other level. So that's it for that. And there's our 4th item, just a 20 piece.
Yep, just that big 20, but Thieves Town is cleared out. Major item, really, only thing was the book, which we don't even know if that's going to be needed or not yet.
Yep, indeed. So yeah, I know it's going to save and quit, and we're going to probably head down south, and looks like we're going to go to Dark World again. And, well, that takes care of all medallions.
Yep, all 3 medallions, so not even worrying about those entry requirements anymore.
Yep. All right.
We'll get our first check on Hype Cave.
What do you think? I'm calling 8 out of 10 this time. You're letting me down here. Well,
I don't know if I can give it an 8, but Silver Arrows, I would put it at least at a 7.
At least it's a 7 there, eh? Alright, so we got some nice little easy kills on some bosses now. Having those silvers quite early, I guess you would say. And here we go. Up to 30 potential digs, and man, that was quick.
3 for a piece of heart.
And let's say Jet's gonna go maybe dig up a little bit of money.
Yeah, that's what it looks like, which I don't blame him. He's down to 98. I mean, granted, he's pretty much bought everything he needs for the seed, so this is just for safety.
Yeah.
Actually, no, that's right. He hasn't been in pod yet.
Yeah, he needs that some for Kiki. Wow, chat not feeling that Hype Cave, that's for sure. 3 out of 10. Wow. Harsh crowd.
I mean, you gotta give Silver Arrows hype just as if you already have the bow. If you didn't have the bow, then I could see the 3, 4, or 5. But with the bow already, and you've got so many bosses you still have to fight, that's a big find.
I mean, I give it a big find right now because we just said Master Sword. I mean, obviously, we'll probably find a sword en route, but, you know, for the time being, I give it at least a 7. All right, so Yagamoth is going to make that play towards Skullwoods as well. Of course, going to vacate. Obviously, no fire rod in play.
So one thing I don't think Yagamoth did, though, I don't believe he checked Pyramid or Catfish. That's something Jet might be able to check.
Yeah. Yeah, don't forget those out of the way. Apparently, we were actually talking about this in the stream today about always checking your P's. Apparently, pyramid and fish. Apparently they start with a P now, but hey.
Well, I mean, pyramid definitely does. Fish. I mean, I guess if you want to spell it like they do on the internet for something,
Yeah.
sure.
IT fishing, hey. And the logic is the 3 R's back in the day: reading, writing, and arithmetic. I mean, hey. I mean, math doesn't start with an R, so hey, we can start fish with a P. Why not?
And this is the internet. If you post on the internet, it becomes true, right?
And that's what they say, man. That's the way I've been told the past like 5 years. All right, so we're kind of retracing each other's footsteps here right now.
Yeah, not gonna see too much new for a little bit because Yagamoth's gonna finish up Skull Woods, probably head into Thieves Town and Village of Outcasts, and Jet's gonna trek through Pod.
So we'll probably see all the inventories kind of line up here as a result. And Yagamoth's gonna learn the hard way that we're gonna have to bounce out of here and, like you said, go down south.
And it'll be interesting to see what they do after this, because there's really not too much I'm trying to think what else they actually have to check.
Yeah, I mean, we have, we still don't have Titans yet, so that takes away a lot of things there. We don't have any access to Swamp. Unless we decide to go look in Desert, we have that book. It's kind of sitting there. Venus Cave sitting there wide open, I believe, as well. We haven't gone over there yet. Anything in Desert for that matter.
Yeah, Desert area. I'm trying to think between the two of them. I think at this point it's got to be inside Desert or Catfish or Pyramid. I think that's really all they have to check.
Yeah, ice is off limits. We don't have any. We're missing both our gloves for that one, and of course Meyer, no flute or the glove.
Yeah, we can't get up to. I mean, they could check Spectacle Rock, but that's about it. And even that's outside of logic, technically.
Yeah, Death Mountain completely out of play, man. So we can get ourselves a lamp or either find ourselves a flute.
Yeah, which is kind of crazy considering we're almost 40 minutes in the seed and we don't have any logical access to Death Mountain whatsoever.
Yeah, so it's going to definitely be one of these onesie Tuesday items or somewhere lost in the desert. I'm pretty sure on that one, it seems like.
Yeah, and I think it's actually going to be Desert just because, we haven't found any major progression. That's been the major progression so far since we've got to Dark World. So I think that's going to be it, is the Desert play.
Yep. We'll find out soon a little bit. We have these players got to clear these dungeons here. Again, Jet's going to have to do a little dark room action a little bit, which I'm sure will be no problem for him. Yeah, so I'm sorry the medallion hunt is over. They decided to go find them all early.
Yes, all right. They're going to need the ice rod, so we're on the hunt for ice rod still. So.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Mushroom. They haven't turned that in yet.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because you kind of don't really have any reason to walk over there,
Yeah, in which they have. Well, Jet will find some Mario here in Pod. They could fake powder if they want to as well before turning that mushroom in.
Jet's done this a couple times apparently. He knows where to go.
Yeah, just once or twice.
Yeah. Look at her textbook. It seems like. As of now, we have no idea whether or not pedestals required right now. These guys are too busy breaking logic. I tell you that.
Yeah.
Dark Rim and Pod and Eastern there.
Yeah, both 2012 fact. We just kind of made a joke earlier that the ice rod was going to be required because Trinix was going to have something. We honestly have no idea if we're going to need ice rod right now.
Yeah, just one of the things that typically a lot of times in randomized, you have these pendant dungeons, obviously not necessarily required to complete the game, but may hold a key item, and for the sake of entertainment purposes, we're hoping that we need to have a required item on try next. Which, of course, in order to do that, we need that ice rod. And other than that, ice rod, nah, not needed.
Yeah, but Jet, having cleared out Pod extremely quick, is already on his way back to Helmsword King.
Yeah. Yeah, man, that dark room movement can definitely save some time there, just having a very, very good knowledge of how to traverse through it. Not a chance with silvers.
Yeah, and Jet's Helmsword fight could be a little bit quicker because those silver arrows, he's only going to need to shoot one of those instead of multiple arrows.
Hence the reason why I gave it a 7, 8 out of 10. I'm telling you, you cannot underestimate how quickly these boss fights will go.
Yeah, in a race between two good runners, it's just seconds. That can be the difference, and that's what the silver arrows can do, is save you some seconds.
Indeed they can. Alrighty, so Yagamoth getting his knowledge as well.
Yeah, and Jet having a very nice turtle room. King JNF, the question, do you sequence break Ice Palace? No, because you can't even get into Ice Palace without the mitts.
Mm-hmm. So just trying to find this turtle here.
Looks like you found it there. One more, I think.
Yeah, trying to find where he is. There you go.
There it is. There he goes.
Hey, when those things get away from you, you don't want them to stampede on you.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to have some simultaneous boss fights here.
Oh yeah, man. We're going to figure out where they're both going to go because they're going to be pretty much synced up after this.
Yeah, Yagamoth already checked the rest of Village of Outcasts, so yeah, we'll see where they both decide to go after this one.
I must say, this is pretty impressive, man. 42 minutes in, 43 in, and we're literally right on top of each other like this. Very, very close. So 1 silver, and that's it. Wow, that perfect movement back. Hey, it's like he planned it, didn't he?
Yeah, it gets him on the move.
Got a marksman over there.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yagamoth has not done Zora area, so that's the only difference between them really right now.
Because we know that's not going to really... What do we get out of Zora? Nothing.
Yeah, we didn't get anything important out of Zora.
So him kind of delaying Zora is not necessarily a bad thing for sure. Of course, right now, here we go. Let's see what they do. Jet's going to head out, and he's on the walking path, so maybe we're going to have Pyramid and Catfish checked out here.
Yeah, that's got to be it, because if he was thinking desert, he would just save and quit at this point.
Indeed. Alrighty.
Oh, so Yagamoth hadn't done the quick digging game.
Yeah. He's not even worried about it this time.
I guess he didn't do Stumpy. I guess he routed Hype Cave and then went right up to Pot, I think, actually.
Yeah, he didn't go this route. Alright, so let's see if these paid off. The walk is going to pay off to give him something good on the pyramid.
Yagamoth takes Stumpy's little heart.
That sounds so painful.
I mean, he turns into a stump after that, so... Oh, well.
Well, there you go. So, definitely worth the walk to me.
Yeah, not going to say no to that whatsoever. Is going to be on his way to Catfish, while Yagamoth, on the other hand, he's heading to the desert area.
Mm-hmm. So, of course, that sword not going to give any much of an advantage, but I guess, well, maybe so. I mean, we got silvers in play anyway, so we can obviously kill the boss very, very quickly, if we need to even do that at all.
Yeah, the major time save there will be if they end up finding the 4th sword upgrade. Because if not, Yagamoth might end up potentially on Master Sword for the remainder of the seed, while Jet will be on Tempered, and that's a big time difference on Ganon.
That really is. Yeah, don't forget that pyramid, man. It's such a painful place to miss out on a major item when you just don't take the time to go check it, or you forget.
And it's been there all along.
Yeah, it's just literally waiting for you anytime. Just come and get me. Oh boy.
Okay, or they can just both have progression, because why not?
What we say? Don't forget the peas. Pyramid and fish. There you go. Two fantastic items there.
Which, interestingly, Hookshot actually doesn't open anything up within logic at this point. Mirror only opens up... Actually, I take that. Well, no.
Yeah, we're still kind of...
don't have flippers, so...
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, Mirror opens up the, a couple mirror locations. And let's see, 3. We've got Graveyard Ledge, Pyramid, or not Pyramid, Bombos Tablet, and then Cave South of the Grove.
Yeah, not too much, but again, nice to have, because eventually we're gonna need it at some point. We will need it for some point. We do have to take care of Swamp Palace pinning that hook shot. Interesting enough, I'm really shocked we still don't have any access to to Death Mountain yet, man. We got a whole buffet of stuff sitting up there, and nothing logically can get us there.
Yeah, which is going to be a little bit more enticing for Yagamoth, because with the hook shot, he can go check Eastern Death Mountain at the very least.
We sure can.
But
And, of course, ooh.
So we already found the small key and the big key in Desert, so we know the dungeon is not boots locked. We'll see if something's on the torch that's important, though.
Yeah, for once it's not.
Actually, yeah, that's right. Jet can also check East Death Mountain. He can just do it differently.
Yeah. So I say he has that mirror in play now, and I mean he's got both routes.
Just a quiver upgrade there.
Yep. So I guess we'll probably play the upper route and make our way downwards around that way.
Alright, so 300 rupees in the big chest. Yagamoth looked like he was about to save and quit.
Yeah.
Didn't check torch, which has the compass, so... Does Land Mullis have an item?
That will leave one item left there. I believe.
Just some bombs on the ether tablet.
All right, we'll dip inside of Hera here. Again, it just being a pendant dungeon, not required, but 2 items are lurking in here somewhere that might be needed.
This could potentially... Yeah, but this could potentially be a quick check, because they do not have a fire source, so with the bombs there, if this next chest is not a big key, you're done.
That is it. That is indeed the quickest of the checks. Oh boy, but we continue on. So basement not in play yet.
Yeah, but from what they saw, that means mirror. That means there has to be something on one of the 3 locations that the mirror unlocked at this point.
Yeah, because right now, Jet is... Well, we're outside of logic right now anyway.
Well, actually, let me think. No, because we still... Mushroom still hasn't been checked.
Mushroom...
and Land Mullis. Land Mullis is still there, too.
Wow, there's... Yeah, we've got the South of the Grove and that. No one's trying to deal with that mushroom, man. Don't forget about it, I'll tell you that. So picking up the shovel, we got both items right there already. Yeah, I feel like that shovel's not going to be too vital, honestly. We have to go check one of these items, but Jet's going to keep on clearing it out. I really can't blame him.
No, I mean, he's up here. This was the plan all along. It's like, hey, I can make it up here.
Yeah, just go ahead and take care of what you can up here. That's for sure.
That's right. They can't finish Desert. They need a fire source. So Land Mullis is off the table.
Yeah, man.
Forget
Fire
about
is
that.
hot, I tell you that. And it's not going to be up here unless for some reason we were meant to find, say, flute. somewhere else, like on on the witch or whatnot, or the cave, we might just get lucky.
Yeah, speaking of lucky, this could be a huge play. Yagamoth going to Spike Cave. Jet skip this.
Yeah, I was wondering if he was going to go work his way upwards and then fall down.
Just $100 though, so nothing important.
Yeah, not worth it. Yeah, so Lamp could totally be here if the logic would have had us go a different route to get here, but we'll find out, won't we? So as they kind of alternate here. Oh boy.
Titans mitts.
So we find Titans out of logic. So boy, I tell you, this game.
And that's going to be a bigger find for Yagamoth right away than it will be for Jet, because Yagamoth has the hookshot. He'll be able to go into the dark side and fully clear out Hookshot Cave. And there's some flippers.
And there's the fire rod.
And
so
a fire rod.
Fire source. Oh boy. Man, breaking logic just gives us all the stuff up here all of a sudden. So it makes you wonder. It almost seems like, wow, was that lamp literally sitting on mushroom or something like that now? Because we weren't supposed to be here yet. Either lamp or either the flute.
Yeah, and actually, I'm looking at the items. If flute is the way to get up to Death Mountain, we're in go mode without lamp.
Well, wow. Is that really the thing? Oh wow, that totally could be, because we can totally do ice.
Yeah, ice is open, swamp is open.
Ice is clearable. Yeah, swamp is fully clearable.
Skulls, yeah, we just can't get to Meyer right now. And as soon as we can get to Meyer, we can get in and clear it.
That's crazy, man. That flute being a very, wow, man, flute, the VIP of this run, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I would not have, when we said earlier, what do we think is go mode, I would not have said flute.
Well, I tell you what, man, that definitely was the connection to everything else needed up here in Death Mountain. Death Mountain, no wonder it was held off for so long here, man, because everything's here. All the fields, Ice Rod. It may not get any love from you in this seed, looks like. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, flute could be on Trinex. Or, Sahasrah's enjoying himself playing a flute while he waits.
Hey. It could indeed happen, I'll tell you that.
And Jet gonna make the play into Turtle Rock.
My man, Jet is, I haven't watched him enough. He loves that Turtle Rock play, and this is unshocking to me, honestly. So these are the gambles that get you back 1-1. I tell you that, because if it pays off and he can find the flute in here, that's all she wrote.
Well, the only thing with that is if he does find the flute, how long is... I mean, he'll be in the desert area because it's going to push him there. So hopefully he checks Agina's cave shortly after that.
Yeah.
He still will need the hook shot himself.
Indeed he does. And I'm sure I know he'll not forget that one. Of course, speaking of not hook shot, no hook shot here means we got to do this a little bit differently. As intended, maybe?
Yeah, I think they intended it to be this way, but, speedrunners, I'm going to figure out how to make this faster.
Yeah, we cannot go slow here. So take notes, you all. Have you ever seen us run forward without hook shot? That's how you get it done. Of course, what hurts my head is that this is still out of logic. All this mess is just... Oh, boy, this whole run is out of logic now.
Oh, boots are behind the hook shot.
Wow, man, I'm sitting here just like we were talking about earlier, just thinking about how this seat was supposed to have gone, but to stay in logic.
We don't even really know at this point. We know that the mirror off of Catfish is leading to, it has to be at this point really lamp or flute. Has to be one of those two.
I think the more I think about it, as far as we have been off of it, it's a little more challenging to try to figure out what we were supposed to do again. But
oh yeah, our mushroom. Mushroom's still a thing.
Ooh, Jet have a little problem here.
Yeah, those chain chomps not playing nice.
Bobbing and weaving for his life here. Yeah, mushroom. I'm thinking mushroom, man. Again, those two places, that mushroom and the south of the grove, those are basically those two spots. Those two mirror spots that we could check.
Yeah, mirror spots, which none of them have been checked. We've got Graveyard Ledge, south of the grove, and Bombos as well as one of them, because that is accessible. And Yagamoth is going to follow Jet into Turtle Rock as well, so...
Oh boy.
Both with the gamble.
So if they both find it, Jet will still have a lead. Otherwise, if neither of them come out successful, then it's just a matter of who's going to make the right play after. Even though Yagamoth's a little bit behind just from a time standpoint. I think he's going to... Because he does have the hook shot, he can do this a lot quicker.
Yeah, he can do this quicker. Plus, he's got boots, which, there's not too many good locations for boots here. But just over the course of the run, Jet may just not see the boots at all where they are, because there's a potential that his go mode's hook shot. And with silvers tempered, you're not going to go in a hook shot cave looking for an item.
Oh, you're definitely not going to do that. And of course, Yagamoth just having the movement advantage is going to be able to, regain some time here for sure.
Now, the one thing that could change that, Jet does have access to one item up here that Yagamoth does not, because he has the mirrors. So he can check Mimic Cave. Yagamoth will not be able to do that.
Oh boy, now that's major, because that's just, at that point, if you miss a major out there, that's just a run at that point, because that's just such a long time to get back to that point in the first place. And we're going to find out right now, this could be really big here if we can find Flute. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I think if it's here, you pretty much full clear this. This is going to be one of the last areas you check for progression at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Just a big 20, though.
Take this money and cry your eyes out. So Jet's going to continue in deeper into the dungeon.
Yep, 5 more chests unless we find an ice rod. 6 more. Forgot the big chest.
You know what? Ice rod on laser bridge. You know how it works. And of course, the last item will be on Trinex. You know how that goes, right? Yep, exactly.
Of course. And it's going to be the flute, because we said ice rod was needed earlier.
That is true. Man, oh man. So here we go. Well, not what we wanted, but of course a nice item to have, especially when you're sitting in a little low health here.
Yeah, so, now you don't have to worry about turning that mushroom in either. You can just turn it in and can just use the regular powder instead of fake powder.
Mm-hmm. Of course, we don't have that lamp here, so we're going to do another room in the dark. And know your tracks here on this moving platform.
Yeah, because if you get lost in that room, it can be really hard to find your way back.
Yeah. Poor guy, just ricocheting off the block there. I tell you. And Jet treading very, very carefully here. Look at this guy. Getting low on items here. Here we go. He already has the key. So.
You want to try next to have the last item?
Trinex and DDDD has that last item, and we cannot do it without the ice rod. So, where are we going? Double disappointment.
Yeah, and I think at this point, Jet has to be... I don't know if we'll see sequence breaks, because I think he has to realize I found this much up on Death Mountain. Probably paying attention to what do I need for go mode.
Yeah,
And we'll
remembering what he didn't get or what he could not have gotten without breaking that lodge. This is a lot, man, because we found a ton of items here. That's honestly a lot of locations. This is really going to show off the knowledge of the game here, knowing because we have significant number of places we can go, but we know one of those mirror locations is going to probably come into play, or the mushroom. But in the meantime, he is going to head into. Going to go into swamp here.
Yeah, he is.
I don't know about this play. I mean, I know he knows his stuff, but I don't know if I agree with this one right now.
I mean, Flute. Technically, Flute could be here.
Yeah.
Because the full dungeon is accessible right now. Oh wait, no, Flippers was up there, so no.
Yeah.
Well, Lamp would have to be accessible, and then Flute would have to be in here. So yeah, this entire dungeon's still out of sequence.
Yeah, I don't. I think I would again the mirror locations and the witch and that mushroom. Those would be my choices right now.
Yeah, with as much as I've found, I would probably try to stay a little in sequence, especially not an out of sequence Swamp Palace. But you know, we'll see. They're the ones that are in the tournament. So, but Yagamoth checking some
right?
Flute locations. We had a red mail in the Bonk Rocks, and King's Tomb is just 5 rupees.
Yeah. I mean, what's gonna say? I mean, Jet will get he's gonna get a crystal. I mean, we do need the crystals. That's for sure.
Yeah, and that's the interesting thing of him heading in here, because it's a sequence broken dungeon just getting in here to begin with, and you can't clear the dungeon if you don't find the hookshot. You're done.
Yeah.
Which we know he's not going to find the hookshot because it's in Agina's cave. And Yagamoth checking the mushroom, so we're gonna see if this is what was supposed to happen.
Yeah, this seems to be important to me. Oh boy.
Piece of heart. So mirror locations.
Yep, that ledge in the cave. We need to get to them ASAP.
Yagamoth is gonna walk up to the Zora area, is not gonna be happy about anything he finds up there, and is gonna walk by the Dark World counterpart where he really needs to go right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy, it's tough. Yep, mirror is on Catfish. So, right location, wrong side of the world. I tell you, I feel so bad on this side when you kind of know what is where, and one player just, they're right there, but they're just on the flip side where they should be. Very curious to see what Yagamoth's going to do after this, though.
Yeah, because we'll see if he decides to stay in sequence, because I mean, he has full access to Swamp Palace, so it would make a little bit more sense for him to go there, having full access to it, compared to Jet only having half of it, but we'll see.
Yeah, man, he's just got to remember, I hope that trek up here will remind him that, hey, man, I still got Catfish. I haven't done that yet. Of course, right now he's actually walking back, so I think he's going to go to that portal.
Yeah, portal, and is he going to go in ice?
Oh boy, I don't know. I mean, ice for him is what we can fully clear it. But
yeah, that's what he's doing.
Well, hey, I can't suggest. Well, I don't think we're going to find anything. Well, let's see. Honestly, this was a broken logic to get here, but
technically, Flute can be. Oh, that's right. Yagamoth can't go to Swamp. He doesn't have mirror.
Yeah, they both have a dungeon the other person can't really do.
Yeah, I mean, technically, Flute could be here if Lamp is the way up to Death Mountain. Because really,
this is really getting convoluted. I tell you that.
Yeah, with as much major item progression as we found behind the Lamp locked rooms right now, it's just
I'm telling you,
keeping track.
You know, the big swing between these two players right now is one has hookshot and no mirror, and the other one has the opposite.
So
at this point, someone's gonna have to make that move to get the lamp. Like, whoever can get the lamp I'm sorry, the flute at some point will kind of have the advantage, and obviously that's probably going to lead the lamp first anyway. But you know, we don't want to do it in Meyer dark rooms. But at this rate, I'm sure we will, right?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you might as well. I don't think I don't think either one is worried about finding the lamp, but that would just put us on sequence, which means if that's the case, then that flute could be in quite a few locations right now.
Yep. All right, so Jet is out. He has no hook shot, which you know he is not going to find. So he proceeds to the west, and looks like we're going to check our tablet.
Yep, Bombo's tablet into desert, so more than likely going to check Agina's cave and get his hook shot, and then we'll see.
You know, it's one of those things. You think about an hour in, and the fact that he could not clear swamp based on oh my goodness, and there is the flute.
Well, we wanted it, but oh no.
No,
well, he's gonna come back though.
Yeah,
I don't blame him for that. You find the flute, you're gonna activate it.
Go. Yeah, it's one of the things when again you think about how simplistic this game is. We're talking about a location that's accessible from when you first start the seed. It's just there, no requirements besides a bomb.
Yeah, and it's just that one that's just so out of the way that it's just like I'm not checking this. Unless it's like the last location that I have to avoid Aga, I'm just not checking this at all.
I'm telling you, this has been the seed that kind of reinstates those out of the way locations because you know, Bombos, Agina, Catfish, all with very important items. I don't see that typically all in the same seed. I tell you that.
Yeah, usually not the same seed, and I don't think Jet's gonna miss hookshot because, excuse me, more than likely he's gonna flute to 6 at this point. Go to the Meyer area because he can clear Meyer.
Mm-hmm.
He'll probably check desert, and at that point he's right there. If he checks, you know, you're not just gonna leave Agina's cave by itself if you're in the area. You're gonna clear everything that you can.
Yeah, no way. Yep, so flute was on Bombo's tablet. Yeah, swamp so far. Probably not gonna have anything. Probably just gonna be a dungeon intended to be go moded at this point, looks like.
Magic Bat has the fire shield for us.
How cute. Yeah, that has to happen, man. But you know what? We can prolong it. You know, just trying to tie it up 1-1 to force that game 3.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody's got to lose, if it is Yagamoth, we've got that game 3 to look forward to. So it's not the worst thing in the world.
Oh yeah, more stuff for us, more races to watch. Can't have a tournament ending too quickly, right?
No, of course not. So then what are you going to do for the rest of your summer?
Oh my goodness, we'll have to watch TV.
We'll go watch baseball or something like that? It's like, come on. Everybody knows Rando's more important.
Wow. Rip all you baseball lovers. No MLB action for you all.
I mean, if you have to pick between baseball or Rando, what are you going to watch?
Well, considering I can't watch it on my computer monitor, I guess I'd just watch that. Watch me some Rando, man. We gotta work on that Zelda Randomizer Sports Network or something, man.
Get in contact with ESPN or something.
Dude, we get one of those public access channels, you know, that you can't really tune in too well. We need one of those.
Yeah, but Jet is actually he's heading into ice himself, so not gonna find the item he's looking for here, and he's probably gonna full clear at this point.
Yeah, go ahead and get that +1 crystal. Uh-oh, I think we got some enemies in chat for my baseball shot there. Oh boy. Yep, all the speed gaming channels. All right, so here we go. Yagamoth getting this fight down here, full magic, and it's going to fire rod this guy to death.
Yeah, well, this fight will be a lot easier for Jet because he'll have that tempered sword. So
Yeah. Yeah. So Hookshot is in Agina's cave. Yep. Yeah. All the out of way places this time were loaded. Sword on Pyramid, mirror on Catfish, Hookshot on Agina. Crazy, man.
which led to the truckload of gear that was sitting on top of Death Mountain.
Oh yeah, Death Mountain was literally the buffet of essential items.
If you think about it, if Jet would have followed logic, except for the hook shot, you know, he could have had all these items a lot quicker. It'd be crazy because it'd be really crazy to see where they would be if they would have found those items a little bit quicker.
No, my mind is still wrapping around the couple locations where we think that obviously the lamp is now.
Yeah, the lamp could be, jeez, a lot of places now.
You know, it's crazy. It really is, man. I mean, could lamp be in Meyer?
Yeah, it could be.
Find it early. I mean, since we found that flute, and we think about when we had access to that. Well, at least Jet anyway, having that mirror already. I'll tell you.
Yeah, as I'm trying to think, Book wasn't behind a dark room. The swords weren't behind dark rooms. Yeah, it could easily be in Meyer or the Meyer area.
This is like one of the things I try to write down, like if this was here, this is like one of my programs are like if else. This is literally one of those seeds here. I'm trying to put all these things we found where we found them outside of logic. This couldn't be here. It's a lot going on. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, this is one of those seeds that you need to go back and rewatch and take notes or something because it's a lot going on here.
And then go back and watch it again to make sure your notes are right.
You know? So Yagamoth is finally going to head up to Catfish.
We'll see where that leads him, because that'll give him access to the full of swamps, which I could see him going to swamp at that point.
Yeah. Alrighty. Again, another place that's just been sitting there since Dark World. Like, well, I actually take that back. We had to have that other glove though, which we ended up breaking logic to get. Nice pose.
Descarino, yes, Pedestal is dead at this point. There's no reason whatsoever to check that.
Alrighty, well, this is going to be interesting here. Now, let's see what Yagamoth he has his newly freshly acquired mirror.
He's gonna go up the mountain. Oh, okay. Guess he was thinking something else.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, Sanctuary. So a bomb you there from Jet. Yeah, I think he probably thought he had flute there.
Where is he going?
Oh,
checking powder.
Powder, yeah. The feels you think you have an item and you don't. You will, my friend. Just get yourself the bombos and you'll be all right.
Number play, they're actually pretty much right next to each other. Flute is sitting on Bombo's tablet, and Hookshot is sitting in Agina's cave.
Yeah, right there. All right, Jet's gonna take care of this boss. I'm sure you have no problem there. Just don't miss any fire shots.
Nope, no fire shots missed.
Yeah, definitely having the advantage here with Temper, that's for sure.
Yep, puts Cold Storm in the cold stare in the corner. Doesn't let him out. Takes him down and gets his crystal.
Easy stuff.
So didn't find anything there. I think Jet's next play is going to be the Mire area because he's going to dungeons he can clear that are within logic now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have kind of snuck our way into go mode here a little bit.
Yep, here's the play to Mire.
Yeah. So I said once he gets that hook shot, he's good. Jet will be good on that one.
Yeah, and really it's just rushing into Swamp Palace and then the back of Skull Woods at that point, so. Oh,
Yeah.
there's our lamp, so yeah. Flute led to lamp in the Mire area.
Yep, so that mirror to Bombos. Man, what a mess. What an absolute mess to get that, man.
Yeah, and good news, everybody. We're finally within logic.
Wow. It took us 76 minutes to get there. I tell you. You expect nothing different from players like this, man, because the rules don't matter when you're playing this one, I tell you.
Yeah, and Yagamoth ran out of magic trying to get through the Gibdo room.
Yeah, that's not cool. This is not a fun place to farm here. It's not that many refills, honestly. Spend the mirror and leave and come back in, or maybe we'll have enough.
No, he'll have to pick a couple more up because he'll need at least half. Well, he'll need 3 shots technically.
All right. So he's good now. He's got a couple of refills in it anyway. There we go. So let's see. Yagamoth's going to be able to pick up his 5th in just a little bit. Jet will also be able to pick up his 5th in just a bit.
Yeah, when he goes in a Mire, that's where he'll get his 5th.
And now, little item checking here. Yeah, both our players are missing an item that the other person has. You know, different routes here. Yagamoth has a hook shot, which Jet will soon have once he gets on the flip side of this world here, over there in the Guinness Cave.
Jet's actually going to go for the landmo kill.
Alrighty. So this will probably not yield anything. Maybe if we're nice, we'll find another sword. Well, actually, how many items do we have?
Yeah, there's still one more left in Desert.
Yeah, man. Yagamoth just bodied Mothula. I must tell you, that was pretty doggone good.
Oh, and Yagamoth is going to give us a pet check. Bomb bag upgrade. Alright, so it looks like Yagamoth's probably going to head into Swamp right now.
Oh, yeah. Jet doesn't have boots or hook shot, for that matter.
Which, the best thing for Yagamoth right now would actually be to go to Bombo's tablet first. Because if he finds the flute, he'll know he's in go mode, and he could go mode Swamp at that point.
It looks like he's heading down there.
Let's see.
Yeah, still remind that he doesn't have those boots yet. Again, having that speed disadvantage.
Nope, Yagamoth is going to head into Swamp right now.
Ooh. Yeah, that's unfortunate, man, because he's going to have to play it as if he's missing something, which is not cool. Not for Swamp.
Yeah, I mean, you're missing one item, so you'll probably act as like, go mode Swamp, just pick up everything on the way. You don't find anything, then head to left side Swamp.
Yeah, that's a little unfortunate there. So let's say Jet's going to head over, probably do his checkerboard cave check, and then Agina's, and we'll have that ever so needed hook shot.
Yeah, we'll see. He might go to Misery before checking Aguinez, but I'm sure Aguinez is probably going to be the last thing he checks.
Yeah.
Hopefully he remembers it.
You better not forget it.
Oh, he's going to check it before Meyer, so he is about to hit go mode.
I tell you. This thing could have been in go mode 20 minutes ago, 30 maybe ago. If we had just gone here so much earlier in the seed.
Yeah, I mean, you think about it, it's like you picked up the flute, it was right there. If you would have hopped down and grabbed it, just like, oh, go mode, and now I can go mode Ice Palace, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Yep, I think he realized it's like, oh, I'm in go mode.
Yes, we know he can't go in there. Yes, we know. No hook shot, no boots, no Meyer. We got you. Yes, I think we said that now.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, no boots, no hook shot. Of course, when Jet and these players playing, it wouldn't shock me if they could get through it because they do things that don't make sense. Not just follow by ear. Alrighty. So pretty extensive checks going to happen for Yagamoth, unfortunately. You know, this continues the way this goes right now. I don't know, man. Are we looking at this 1-1 tie, maybe? Of course, right now, with no boots, there's that potential for that key on the torch in Ganon's tower.
Yeah, there's the potential, but the one nice thing about it, if Jet's thinking about where he skipped, the closest place for him to check for boots is going to be Hookshot Cave, and that's where they're sitting.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if Jet is thinking that he's behind, considering how easily accessible that hookshot was.
I mean, you might. I mean, granted, you found the flute, but if you're thinking where the flute was, it's just weird because, like like you said, all these items that are just in all these obscure locations that sometimes you just don't check until it's those last areas. And oh, well, there's the Butter Sword in Swamp.
There it is. So, man, Yagamoth having speed advantage, definitely having a big sword advantage. But still got some work to do here.
Yeah, but we'll have to ask that when we get, if we get them in for an interview, how they felt, like how Jet felt, when he found the flute, and especially when he found the hookshot, if he felt behind once he found that hookshot.
Yeah, when you miss an item in a easily accessible location that requires literally no requirements besides a bomb, it's just a nasty feeling, especially in a race setting. And if he happens to find boost, he's like, "Oh my goodness, did Yagamoth get boost like much earlier and has been moving around at the speed of light this whole time?"
Yeah, definitely. And as far as the difference, because I don't think Jet is going to get he's not going to get the Butter Sword. There's really not a huge difference between Butter and Tempered Sword. It can make Ganon, maybe you'll have one less rotation through phase 1 and 2 potentially, but compared to like Master Sword Tempered, there's really not a huge difference.
Yeah, boots were in Hookshot Cave, something that obviously Yagamoth could get because he had Hookshot already. Jet just recently acquired them, or it. Alrighty.
But this does have the potential to actually be really close because Jet still has to go clear Skullwoods.
Mm-hmm.
Yagamoth is about to get his flute, so he's going to be in go mode. He's going to have to go activate, and he only has to do Meyer. And activating the flute is going to take a lot less time than running through Skullwoods.
Yeah, definitely, no doubt about that one. So this is going to be kind of close here. Both of them getting a lovely item from the sky they need. So Jet said 6 crystals. Math fail. 5, 1, 6. How does math even work?
So yeah, right now I give the edge a little bit to Yagamoth because not because of the Butter Sword, but he does have a crystal advantage. Plus he's got boots.
Yeah, that's just you can't really compare when you have boots, man. That's just such a significant movement advantage. Alrighty, so Jet making that move here. Here we go. Got to go fast. Definitely got a Jet if he wants to stay in this competition here.
Yeah, but this is going to be close. But it could come down to something like a gamble inside of GT for the big key. Ganon Falls, Trolldorm Falls. There's plenty that can happen in GT still.
Yeah, and of course, one difference that's going to happen right now, both of these two need to do Meyer, is that Yagamoth doesn't have lamps, so he's going to do a little bit more careful in those dark rooms.
That is true. The first room in Mesri Mire that you have to do in the dark is not a joke whatsoever.
I tell you, man, pros and cons. One person with boots has dark rooms. One person who doesn't have boots can perfectly see. Interesting trade-off, I'll tell you that. But of course, these guys have been doing dark rooms the whole season, so there's gonna be no surprise that these guys can do the whole doggone game in the dark, probably. There's a new tournament right there for you, eh?
Any percent dark run?
Dude, I've actually asked Vitor, can we just have an option for like randomly place a dark room like in every dungeon, like just random dark room? There we go. So he might have been looking. I don't know. All right. So for lack of a better thing, Yagamoth is definitely, we'll just call it go mode, right?
Yeah, I mean we're in. Oh, there's the big key.
Yep. So Jet is ready to go. Well, this is going to be quite interesting. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, and in chat, Skullwoods isn't going to take Jet too much time, but Yagamoth doesn't have to do it, and Yagamoth is about to pick up his big key here anyways. Say there's probably about a 3-minute time difference between the two of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Yagamoth is going to have the advantage here, so I don't know, man. This kind of thing that may only can swing around maybe on Ganon's tower, a big key or something like that. All right, so Yagamoth's going to do a little dark room action here.
Yeah, this is the place where Jet can technically make time up, because you saw how fast Jet could do it. More than likely, Yagamoth isn't going to be able to do it as quick.
So the first thing he's got to do is get this block on that switch, and he's done that. So he's going to run room south, then head west.
Yeah, still not quite as quick as Jet's on that first room, but still, it was fairly quick. Didn't really lose that much time.
Mm-hmm. So for those who don't know what's going on, in case you haven't seen it, there's a breakable wall above. We'll take that, hit the switch, go back down. That should get in the room first.
All right, and down goes Vitreous on Jet's side.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to be on his way to Skull Woods.
Yep, 6 out of 7. And Yagamoth through those dark rooms like he's done before, no problem there. And of course, this balls will be pretty trivial here. I already have silvers and butter on top of that, so. Yeah, not much going to happen here. So this spot is basically free. I know we're about a little zap.
Yep, and pulls the mirror out before that last arrow hits. So he's ready to mirror and flute.
It sure is. So there we go, you all. That is 7 for 7 for Yagamoth. So he is ready to head up to Ganon's tower here. Ganon's tower coming up, which means we have to go play some kind of video game or a chat game, shall we? 1 to 22. Where is that big key going to be at in this seed? What do you think?
I'm going to go with... Actually, I'm going to be mean. No, I don't want to be that mean. I'm going to say 17. I was going to put it in the tile room.
Oh, boy. Where my team 22 at? That's right. Team 22. Let's go. Trolling all the way. Of course, if you all contribute to stream, 250 bits, all that stuff, you get a chance to get yourself on the win prizes and stuff that may or may not be available. But hey, a chance to win for those 250-bit supporters.
The main reason I didn't want to put Big Key in Tile Room is because then there's no chance of a gamble or anything like that, unless you gamble Tile Room.
I'm a tile room gambler. I don't like doing tile room as my last check. If I go right, I say half the time. I'm just want to get out of the way because the frustration of going through the whole dungeon and seeing it there is just oh. We still got a little bit more time to get in as we get Jet to take care of his final crystal balls here.
And down goes Mothula. So it's about the Death Mountain climb difference between each other.
Yeah, the Death Mountain climb, and Jet's going to be falling right behind, headed to Guinness Tower as well. So I don't know, man. This is one of the things where for Jet to make this comeback, you know, especially not having boots, man. Oh, man, it's just rough. And he's not going to get them, obviously, with them being in hook shot.
And we'll see.
All right, so to the right side we go, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, number 1 is the Big 20, number 2 is Smoky, so we're going to get right side. And in case there is a change in route, we do go by the order that we see them on Yagamoth's screen.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Hey, Yagamoth, you just passed the big key, man. Go back and get it. Yeah. Of course, we do have that low, well, I guess we have that 1 in 22 chance that we could be boost required, which if Jet sees it, he's just going to be frustrated, I'm sure.
Yeah, which hopefully would go to Hookshot Cave right away, but that would give Yagamoth even more of a lead at that point.
Yeah. Hey, there's our maximum shield there. So if you said 1 through 6, I regret to inform you, you will not be a winner today.
All right, next location is going to be the torch.
Indeed it is. Oh, and my
there it is.
Goodness. Jet is going to be heartbroken and probably think, what did I miss? 1 in 22 odds is not going to make Jet happy, but Yagamoth going to be ready to go make the climb with the extra key already. That is just tough luck, man. Jet is, Jet. Well, it's not over until it's over, you all. But Yagamoth is looking pretty good here. Silvers, level 4, boots, all the movement and kill advantages here.
Yeah, and Jet's going to check right side as well first, so he'll find out a little bit later that he's going to need to go find the boots, and we'll see where he goes to look for those boots.
Hey, look. Yagamoth could, like, fall off of Moldorm, like, significant number of times, okay? Things can happen. I'm just saying. He falls off Ganon.
Despawn the tower.
May run out of magic. Things happen. It may not be likely to happen, but they can happen.
It's rando. Anything can happen.
Hey. He could lose power. I don't want that to happen, but, you know, things can happen. Oh, boy. Jet is about 20 seconds away from learning his fate. Man, that's really rough. I don't think personally, as the times I play, I don't think I've ever been here with the big key on the torch and I didn't have boots. I don't think that's happened to me yet.
I have not either. I've been in here without the boots, and I usually check the torch first. At that point, I don't even worry about it. I'm checking to see if I need to go find boots.
Oh, boy. Well, here we go.
He sees it, and he's going to look for in Ganon's Tower for the boots first.
Yeah, that can totally be a theme because, you know, boots were not required anywhere to get here, so they can totally be in here, which is pretty nasty, honestly.
Yeah, and I mean, this is the most locations too, so it's like this is probably the first place you're going to check. You're not going to find them, so then it's like, where do I go after this?
Yeah. Hey, look! We do get it in play today.
We wanted to see the ice rod.
We got it. Oh, boy. Yeah, definitely does, so... Well, there's all the other goodies. Rope goat, you have to wait till tomorrow for that one.
God, that would actually be mean to put the boots, which we know they're not there, but the boots either on Trinix or at the green pendant with having ice in Ganon's tower.
That's just nasty. And that's totally permissible by logic. Yeah, so here we go. I'm not even gonna waste his time with the chest. Save those frames. Yeah, so this is unfortunately it's not as close as it seems. Right now, the big key is on the torch. Jet does not have boots. And the boots are not in Ganon's side. The boots are sitting in Hookshot Cave.
We found some half magic.
Man, all the little goodies, ice and cape.
Ooh, Yagamoth was a nice triple there.
Yeah, just to confuse you all, just to kind of there is no invalid run. It's just a meme, or as the cool kids say, a meme. But no, the run is still as valid, whether you check the chest or not. But just to not confuse any of our newer people, because there has been a little confusion of thinking that the run was actually not allowed and they got disqualified or something. No, that does not happen. Just want to make sure our new players, our new viewers don't get confused by that.
And Jet having a bomb jump here.
Yeah.
And Yagamoth dropping down for his fight against Ganon.
Alrighty, here we go. So this fight will be not too bad, I must say. Yes, I call it memes. And here we go.
All right, quickly to phase 3.
Mm-hmm. And boy, I tell you. Well, we're gonna figure out what's in Tower Room, ain't we?
Yeah, if you're Team 22, you're gonna find out what your chest holds.
Oh, my chest probably holds garbage. Probably 1 rupee. Yeah, boots are on in Lumberjack. That's it, Lumberjack. Boots are in Hookshot Cave.
I don't know if the seed would work if boots were on Lumberjack, unless you didn't need the boots, but...
Yeah, sorry. So Force of Habit just put everything bad in Lumberjack, right? But no, it's actually in Hookshot.
That worst place, because you know it's there, but you have to go kill Ega 1 for it.
So the chat is hoping for a Swagnet. Swagnet. And Yagamoth has done it. He's going to be victorious. Ganon, the evil pig monster, is down. And he will take this match 2-0 over Jet. So get your GGs out. Congratulations to Yagamoth. Well done.
Get your GGs in chat. And there was a fairy in a bottle in Tower Room, so it wasn't actually trash.
Yeah, it wasn't trash. It was something nice to have. And let's say Jet is going to probably know. Oh, he's headed over there.
Right to Hookshot Cave, so he's about to find it.
Or maybe he might just say bump it. Is he even going to go in there at all?
I don't know. He's just kind of sitting there. Oh, he's going to Trinix first.
Oh no! Oh no! Come back! Yeah, the only thing left. I mean, we've already been all the way through. We just couldn't take care of Trinix. We didn't have Ice Rod, and now we do. And there's an item there, but it's not the one he's looking for.
Yeah.
Ah man, that's tough, man. That's really tough here. Again, this is one of those seeds. This is again. I said it before and I'll say it again, man. This is one of those seeds that teaches you. Sometimes when you leave those straggling out items all by themselves, you miss out. You know, Gina having hook shot, Pyramid having a sword, Catfish having mirror. I mean, really, what is going on? And of course, Bombo's having flute.
Yeah, definitely. But it looks like we have Yagamoth sitting in the waiting room.
Well, let's get him from stopping his waiting, shall we?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and bring him in.
Yagamoth, congratulations on the win. 2-0. What's up, man? How you doing?
Good evening. Doing quite fine. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great. Had the pleasure to commentate one of your races, man. And how you feeling?
How to put it? Relief, but also a little bit sad because I know kind of what happened to Jet, which is unfortunate. I really thought this is going to be pretty much I'm going to lose this when I finally found Mirror because I knew Jet would be thorough, so I figured he would be way ahead.
Yeah, man, that was quite interesting. The placement of items in this particular seed, with them being kind of far out and about, you know, as we were saying, you know, having hook shot being in Agina's cave so early, and the mirror up there on Catfish. How do you feel about the placement of these items, man? They were just way out there.
It was really strange. Once I finally found Hookshot, just mainly because I had the book, so I checked Desert, I figured it's either I go out of my way to check the pyramid, and then afterwards the Catfish, and I think there was one other location that I haven't checked yet, or I sequence break up to Death Mountain and kind of hope that it works out from there. And it looks like it kind of worked out.
Yeah, that Death Mountain was definitely loaded. Both of you all were breaking sequences very, very early in the run, ever since Eastern. But Death Mountain was definitely the loaded place, and I think I found it kind of challenging just even watching, because there were so many things out of logic. You know, how hard do you find it to be when you start going out of logic, especially when you find so many things?
What I did basically is I just kept in mind which one item locations that there could still be for any further progression, because I knew there had to be something there. From my perspective, I was thinking it was either lamp or it was the flute that leads me up to Death Mountain, because there were so many things. But when it ended up being mirror, I felt so behind that I figured, well, my only option at this point is just following all the mirror locations as soon as I could. And actually felt even further behind when I realized that, wait a second, the lamp could still be out there and everything could be everywhere, and Swamp was basically still technically possible to have the flute, so I needed to check that too. So it kind of felt like I need to get lucky here, essentially.
Yeah, man, it definitely. I can see that urgency. I know Jet probably felt kind of bad here, just because, you know, you did get the boots. He did not find boots, and of course, obviously, not good of him being in Gannis Tower and not having those boots. That's those rare odds of having that big key boost locked. Pretty unfortunate there for him. It was kind of close to you, but after that one, that was really it, man. Unless you had made a significant mistake on the climb or on Ganon or whatnot, it just wasn't meant to be for him.
Indeed.
Yeah. But I mean, you must be feeling thrilled, man. You're going to move on in the tournament here, man.
It's going to be interesting because the next match is looking like it's going to be pretty brutal as well. I don't necessarily expect to win. Kind of like I didn't expect to win this one.
Hey, man, expect the unexpected. Isn't that what they say?
Well, I'm certainly going to try.
Yeah, by the way, and I know we've done it before, man, but do you do a lot of practicing of your dark rooms?
To be completely honest, for the most part, it's just like if I come across a random seed that happens to, well, have dark rooms that are more or less quote unquote required. I just kind of practice it based on that, as in, I never specifically really practiced it, it just kind of grows along the way.
I got you. I just kind of happened to learn basically all of them, makes it as to how it works.
Yes, I've even done, actually the only one I specifically practiced is Aghanim's Tower, because you don't really usually walk across a seed where that's useful.
I got you. Do you ever practice Aga 1's climb in the dark?
Well, I've practiced it before, yes, just kind of briefly, so I have a general idea on how to do it if necessary. It's really not that bad once you get an idea.
Oh yeah. You're a bolder person than I am, I tell you that.
I mean, if there's something at Lumberjack and that's your go mode item, and you don't have lamp yet, you probably want to just go for it.
Yeah. Yeah. Meanwhile, I think Jet is just kind of having a little just showing us all parts of Hyrule. Looks like I think he knows exactly where it is. He's just kind of going around, probably realizing his oversight now at this point. Again, getting the hookshot very, very late compared to you, and not being able to get those boots.
Yeah, actually, that hookshot location, I felt like you got really lucky because the book kind of led me over there, even though Desert itself was nothing. So I feel like I got really lucky there.
Yeah, that was quite the sequence there to have the boots lead to get that, and as well use the hookshot to get the boots. Obviously needed later on for Ganon, but still unfortunate for him. I think we're going to get that 100% randomizer we were talking about a little earlier. It looks like. Casual hundo.
Definitely seem that way.
Oh boy. Nah, just a little money in there. Dude, where's the net though? We still haven't found that actually. He's nearly exhausted all of our locations, it seems like.
Yeah, that's the only major item that we actually haven't found too, because got all the swords, we know where the boots are, we know where the blue boomerang is.
Yeah, we haven't done the frog, we haven't done the cave, and we haven't done Chester the purple chest, and oh boy. Well, I hope you all are enjoying this show here. This casual hundo. Chris, it could be here though. So I got a question, Yagamoth. Who do you think is going? If you happen to continue, well, you're continuing on the tournament anyway. Who do you think your competition? Who are you a little concerned about going against from people that you know are still in the tournament? Who are you concerned about? Anybody, or you just know like you got them?
Well, no, at this point I feel like I don't know whether that's necessarily true or not, but I just feel like the underdog at this point, because the next match, Gurdo and I think Kozler, they are both really strong. So they are going to be really tough to beat, and then I think right afterwards there's something along the ways of Ben going to be, and it's going to be interesting, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
If I even get there, that is.
Hey. Nothing positive, man. You thought you weren't going to win this one, and here you are moving on victorious on a 2-0 sweep of over Jet here. And Jet going for the full tracker here. Yeah, Jet decided he's not forfeiting him. You know, he can continue on. I don't know what's going on right now. I just tell you.
Yeah, he's looking for something. We'll see what he's looking for when he finds it, but
yeah. Yeah, he's not going hundo. Maybe he is looking. Who knows? I mean, I find it hard for him to not know. I mean, he probably does. You know, he won't worry about Hookshot Cave anyway. But I guess we'll just kind of chill here and watch him. And of course, while he's doing that, I'll remind you, if you haven't already, make sure you follow both Yagamoth and Jet. Obviously, two fantastic players getting this far by any means, and you know they're good stuff. And of course, follow them for even more of this stuff and all that. Of course, don't forget there's still more randomizer tournament stuff going on. Yeah, we can't tell them that would obviously be against the rules here. We're not going to do any of that kind of stuff. Thank you very much. And but of course, there's more stuff coming up tomorrow, more randomizer races. In fact, there's even an interactive race tomorrow, going on at 6 p.m. on the main Speed Gaming channel as well. So if you want to see this randomizer done with the ability for you all to influence what will happen in the game in real time, then don't you all miss that tomorrow.
Did you mean influence or do you mean troll the runners?
Look, I'm just saying influence. It could be bad or good influence. I'm just going to say influence. Let's just put it that way. You know? But yeah, as a matter of fact, it's going to be a back-to-back race of both A Link to the Past randomizer and Super Mario World randomizer. So you don't want to miss that out. That's back-to-back races tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern on the main Speed Gaming channel. Oh, this guy Jet. So he has the hook shot now, so he can actually traverse now through swamp. Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. So tomorrow for the interactive race, you have a race between Ryu or Ryu. You know, sometimes I say that incorrectly. Mario Kart versus Grand Pooh Bear. So that'll be on the main Speed Gaming channel tomorrow at 6 p.m. Both Mario World and Link to the Past rando back to back.
Jet gets that butter sword.
There it is. Yo, shout out to our trackers working hard over there, keeping us tracked even though the race is over per se. Hey, don't forget to follow those trackers, man. Trackers, Merc is working really hard.
I've got to keep track until you find the last item.
Yeah, after that you can just go to sleep.
It's like, oh, I can be a spectator now too.
Ah, boy. Yeah. I would love to know what's going through Jet's mind right now. He's just kind of sitting here chilling. I don't know if he realized he forgot a location or if he's just giving us some quality entertainment at this point. Oh. And Jet is going to forfeit. Oh.
Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like Jet did throw the towel in.
Well, we're gonna Jet's gonna forfeit, but we're gonna talk to him and see what's on Jet's mind, shall we? How about we do that? Jet082, what's up, man?
Whoa, Big John! I didn't know you were commentating this.
Wow, thanks, man. I feel even worse now. God. The dude
I would have had more memes.
He doesn't even know who's. You know what? I'm unfollowing you from my channel. How about that?
Unfollowing me.
Dude, man.
Unfollow.
So tell me what's up, man. What's wrong? What's going on?
Dude, Mir. I blame Mir. I was talking to Yaga in the chat, and wow, did that kill my run?
Whew. Now, what have we learned here? The out of the way places.
They make or break a run.
And this seed had them all in one run. Agena, you've got the pyramid with a sword, you've got the catfish, Bombos. Bruh. What's up with the boots, man?
That's true, yeah. This is a crazy seed.
Do you know where the boots were?
Yeah, I found them.
Okay.
Which you can't see on stream yet.
Okay.
Because of the delay.
Yeah, because the thing was, you all were kind of close. I mean, well, we'll say kind of close, but we were concerned about the torch. It's always a threat when you go there without boots. But what was your thought when you saw that the boots were on there, man?
Well, okay, so I mean, at the time when I found Hookshot at Agina, I was already feeling behind. Like, we had a full clear of ice. I did basically a full clear of Turtle Rock, a full clear of desert, and I'm like, and I did that double dip of swamp. So I'm like, I'm not feeling good. Well, it will be a double dip at the time. So I'm not feeling good. So I'm like, I'm just gonna be in go mode. I don't care about boots. We're just gonna have to gamble it and hope something goofy happened. So already I was like, I'm done checking anything. And I sort of wonder what would have happened if I had actually checked Hookshot Cave on the way up. But I don't know.
Yeah, man. Yagamoth did pretty well. I mean, really no mistakes, going through his game entire. So, the best he could have hoped was like, hey, maybe you all went two different sides. One person found
I heard
it,
he
but,
put off Catfish, which I think went in his favor.
Yeah, that wasn't a good one there.
Yeah, in hindsight, if Catfish had like a lamp, the entire world would have been open for me, but because it was mirror, there were only very few locations that I needed to check at the time, so that was
Right.
incredibly lucky.
Oh, boy. Well, I'll tell you what, Jet, unfortunately, I don't know, man. This might be the tournament for you, my friend, but things happen, right, man? I mean,
Yeah.
Everybody knows you're a fantastic player by any means. I mean,
It's RNG, it happens. That's the fun of rando. You don't know where the items are gonna be, what you're gonna get.
and that's the way it works, man. So, again, don't worry, Jet will be back in another tournament. He ain't gonna miss a random tournament, no matter what the category, right? Good. That's what I thought.
That's right.
The complete dark room seed, right?
That was fun.
That would be pretty
'Cause I
cool,
ended up doing.
man.
I didn't do Mire in the dark though, so that's unfortunate.
Unfortunate. You hear this guy? Oh, no. I had to see.
Oh well, Yaga did it though. So together we did all the dark rooms.
Together. Yeah. Yeah, you always showing off your skills. I tell you that. I was impressed. I was like, wow, man. Who needs a lamp, right?
That's right. Lamp's overrated.
Dude, the feeling. Did you find BugNet?
Yes, I did. I ended up, and again, I full cleared the seed, which I don't know where you guys are. I think I'm in Mire, according to the playback. So just keep watching. You'll see BugNet.
Oh Lord, who's this guy?
Actually, I'm disappointed. I didn't find the last tunic. That's. I don't know where that is.
Well, y'all I found them all.
Did he?
I don't remember where that was.
Yeah, I'm trying to think now too.
What's that?
I was like, I'm trying to think too, because I'm like, where did Yagamoth go that you would have missed?
Because I ended up doing everything. It wasn't on pedestal. I checked all my fetch quests. I don't think I had. Oh, did I finish
the rock?
Hookshot
The bomb?
Cave?
Oh, Bonk Rocks. That's what it was.
Monk Rocks.
Oh, because I never checked the dash locations, right?
Yeah. I wonder why. Oh, poor guy. The feels, man. Oh boy. Well, that's
Yeah,
indeed the way it
so-
happens sometimes, man. We discount those unimportant things like males. No one cares about them. But nevertheless, man. Well, what's next for you, Jet, man? What do you do? What do you do now that you have like a few moments of spare time now?
Now I can enjoy the summer. I don't have to practice. I could commentate some races and practice for an upcoming tournament that I think they just announced. The
What?
hybrid Super Metroid Link to the Past tournament.
No, lordy. Well, I wish y'all the best on that one. You won't see me in that one, I tell you that. I don't know about
Oh,
you.
you
I
play
don't know
both
about
of the
you.
games, Big John. You could do it.
Excuse me. I don't know about you all, but I've only played Super Metroid once in my life, and that was blind. And I ain't gonna make a fool of myself. Now I don't know about you. Maybe Sir Link a lot knows it. I personally don't.
I can do casual logic on Super Metroid, but tournament logic, I need to work on my wall jumps a lot.
Yeah.
I'll wait. I'm even timid to approach it, even if they have, if they have a logic tracker. So like, as I get things, I know where I can go. I'd be more prone to actually attempt it. But oh man, it's like doing the OLT randomizer. I don't want to do a 9-10 hour seed right now. No, thank you. It's just so much happening, man.
Well, I'm sure someone will make a tracker soon enough. It's just with how complicated Super Metroid is, it might be hard to look at.
I think there's a tracker by Kane.
There's the bug net.
Yeah, there's a tracker, but they're still working on the logic portion of it. But that's a long race, man. That's a pretty long race compared to many things that you have on speed gaming. We're talking about 1-2 hours, but typically not too many 3-hour, races, man. That's a nice block of time, I tell you that. Yeah.
Like, shout outs to Merc for putting in some overtime, still tracking, even though we've got the race is completely over at this point.
Oh my goodness, this guy. Yeah, so of course, keep an eye on the schedule, man. I guess with that being announced, that means, hey, a potential for you want to sign up for another tournament. It's going to be on speed gaming. So keep your eye out on all that stuff below the video feed. All those links that they have to sign up for the tournaments, keeping the track of the standings, especially things like this tournament. You want to see who's advancing in this tournament? Check out those brackets as well as the schedule so you can see exactly when your favorite runners are going to be competing in this tournament as we kind of wind down this 128 to 64 and then keep on from there, right?
Yeah, just going to get shorter and shorter until we get down to those final two.
Yep, those final two. Yeah, I heard it was going to be the best out of 13. Hey, right? No, not quite that many. Well, that would be a day. Just nonstop best of 13. I would totally watch that.
It's 12 hours of rando. Why not?
Hey, yeah, people done a 24-hour randomizer stream. So hey, once your seeds get all jumbled together and you don't remember what seed has what item, that would be wow. That's a lot. Just doing 2 in one day is a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess that'll kind of do it for us here. We just continue to watch Jet get through it. Did you actually take care of Ganon, or did you just kind of stop?
Of course, Ganon's got to die.
Oh,
it's all his fault. He put the items there.
Yeah. It does say at the start of the game, if you let the credits, that Ganon mixed all the items up, so it's all his fault where the boots were.
Yeah, and there they are. 202.50, you get some. I tell you. What were you doing at the moment you got the boost? Just reflecting, just thinking to yourself,
Man, I knew it was all over when I saw that big key on the torch. That was it. I'm like, number one, I'm like, oh, that's why Yaga didn't finish yet. I was hoping he also missed boots, but yeah, no.
Oh, boy.
Hook shot. No, mirror, and then going right up the Death Mountain killed my run. Because then I had no reason to backtrack to check that. Until after seeing the torch.
Yeah, exactly. Ah, poor guy, I tell you. Well, you almost got completely full inventory. I mean, we didn't get the blue boomerang. That's lost somewhere out there.
I saw it.
It's on Lumberjack.
Right, that's
yeah,
right.
So,
let me go kill Aghanim. What am I doing?
He's gonna go get it now.
No.
You'll see it in 15 minutes. Hold on, you all. Oh my goodness. All right, well, I guess that kind of wrap it up for it, man. Again, make sure you follow Jet. Make sure you follow Yagamoth. Follow them both. Follow the tracker. Of course, you'll be to follow Yagamoth. Continuing the tournament. Moving on to the next phase. I know he's hype about it, and of course, even though he doesn't think he's gonna, well, he didn't think he was gonna win this one, but hey, you might just win the whole thing, man.
We'll see.
Yeah, GG. Good luck, Yagamoth.
GG, and thank you for playing. Thank you for the good luck.
And thank you guys for commentating.
And tracking. Really appreciate it.
Yes, that's right. Working hard, man. He's working hard tracking after the race is already over. That's what I'm talking about. Dedicated to the job.
True dedication right there.
Oh yeah, man. Well, I guess that'll be it for us tonight. Of course, make sure you check over on the other speed gaming channels. There is anything else going on tonight? Sure.
Let me bring speed gaming up and see.
Check that schedule, but of course there's going to be some stuff tomorrow for sure.
All right, so as far as stuff starting right now, it doesn't look like we got anything starting just right this moment. Might be a Final Fantasy IV randomizer just finishing up, but 9 o'clock got 3 things. Doesn't look like we got any randomizer on speed gaming, but we got Near Automata, A Hat in Time, and Luigi's Mansion, all starting up at 9 p.m. it looks like.
Busy. So make sure you check them out. Of course, as I mentioned earlier, don't forget to check out that interactive race tomorrow at 6 p.m. Both Mario World Randomizer and A Link to the Past Randomizer. So don't forget about those going on tomorrow. And of course, we got some more of Zelda starting. I think the earliest race I see on the schedule is starting at 8 a.m. 8 a.m. Eastern. So
Yeah.
early birds, Speed Gaming 2, you better check a race between B-Links and CDV starting at 8 a.m. and basically races going on all day long, as you all love and enjoy so much.
Yeah, but we're not done just for tonight on the randomizer. It looks like there were a few races that started at 8 o'clock, one at 8:15, all on the ALTTP randomizer channels, which they have 1 through 5 now, as well as there's still one at 11:30 tonight on Speed Gaming 2.
Yep. It's going to be good stuff, man. Late night gaming, gotta love it. All right, so enough to keep you all entertained for the rest of the night and tomorrow morning. So make sure you all set your calendars, advocates and stuff, and check them out over the weekend. All righty. So with that being said, I guess I'll be Big John, and I wish you all a good night, good weekend, and all that good stuff. And I'll pass it over to Sir Lincoln.
All right, and yeah, I'll just say the same thing. Shout out to everybody working behind the scenes making this tournament work. A shout out to Mark for doing that work after the bell sounded. Shout out to Big John for co-commentating this with me. It was a blast. I hope to do it again soon.
Oh, deep, man. Had fun.
But I think that will do it for us then.
Alrighty, you all. Have yourselves a good night, and see you all wherever for some more Link to the Past randomizer action.